stop scrolling, because Alex Eala could be facing one of the biggest tests of her Cincinnati campaign. The rising Filipino tennis star has been making waves across the WTA Tour, but now the challenge could get even bigger. Waiting on the other side could be Amanda Anisimova, an American star known for her explosive ground strokes, aggressive style, and ability to perform on the biggest stages. And if this matchup happens, it could become one of the most intriguing battles of the Cincinnati tournament. Because this isn't simply about rankings. It's about momentum, confidence, power, and who can handle the pressure when the biggest points arrive. Can Alex Eala shock another established WTA star? Or will Amanda Anisimova use her experience and powerful game to stop Eala's momentum? This matchup could have everything, and we're breaking it all down right now. Tennis Alex Eala's rise continues. Alex Eala's rise has been one of the most fascinating stories in women's tennis. The Filipino star has steadily built a reputation as a fearless competitor who doesn't appear intimidated by big names. And that's important, because when a young player enters the biggest tournaments, the biggest challenge isn't always the opponent. Sometimes it's the pressure, the crowd, the expectations, the importance of every single point. But Eala has repeatedly shown that she is willing to step onto the court and fight. She has developed a style that combines aggressive baseline tennis with smart shot selection. When she gets comfortable, she can take control of rallies and force opponents into difficult defensive positions. And that could be extremely important against Anisimova. Because against a powerful hitter, Eala cannot simply sit back and hope for mistakes. She needs to be proactive. She needs to make Anisimova uncomfortable. And most importantly, she needs to believe she belongs on that stage. Amanda Anisimova is a huge challenge. But let's not underestimate Amanda Anisimova. The American has already shown throughout her career that she has the weapons to challenge elite opponents. Her biggest strength is the pace she can generate from the baseline. When Anisimova finds her timing, her shots can come extremely quickly. That means Eala could have very little time to react. And that's where this matchup becomes fascinating. Eala may want to use angles, movement, and changes of direction. Anisimova may want to shorten rallies and attack early. So we're potentially looking at a classic contrast. Eala's creativity and movement versus Anisimova's power and aggression. Whoever gets to impose their style first could gain a huge advantage. High voltage the first few games could be crucial. One of the biggest questions will be how Eala starts the match. If she comes out nervous and gives Anisimova easy opportunities, the American could immediately take control. But imagine the opposite. Eala comes out fearless. She holds serve comfortably. She starts redirecting Anisimova's pace. She forces long rallies. Suddenly, the pressure starts moving toward the American side of the court. That's why the opening games could be incredibly important. Eala doesn't necessarily need to dominate from the first point. She simply needs to establish that she isn't going to give Anisimova anything for free. Fire Eala's biggest weapon, belief. There's another factor that could make Eala dangerous. Confidence. When a player starts believing that they can beat bigger names, their entire game can change. They swing more freely. They move more confidently. They take opportunities instead of waiting for them. And Eala has been building that kind of belief with every major challenge she faces. That's why an opponent like Anisimova could actually be a valuable test. If Eala can stay composed against that level of power, it could show just how much her game has developed. And if she wins, the tennis world will have even more reason to pay attention. Collision what Eala needs to do. So what would Eala need to do to win? First, serve consistently. Giving Anisimova too many second ball opportunities could be dangerous. Eala needs to protect her service games and avoid unnecessary pressure. Second, move Anisimova around. If Eala allows Anisimova to stand in the center of the court and hit comfortable shots, that's exactly what the American wants. Eala needs to change direction. Use the angles. Move her opponent from side to side. And make every point physically demanding. Third, stay patient. This could be one of the most important things. Eala doesn't need to hit a winner on every ball. Sometimes the smartest play is simply to keep the rally alive and wait for the right opening. What Anisimova will try to do. On the other side, Anisimova will likely want to make the match as aggressive as possible. She'll want to take the ball early. She'll want to dictate rallies. And she'll want to prevent Eala from getting comfortable. If Anisimova can immediately establish her power game, Eala could find herself spending long stretches defending. But that's where Eala's movement could become a major factor. If she can absorb Anisimova's pace and send it back with accuracy, the American may be forced to hit one extra shot. This is a difficult matchup to call. Anisimova brings experience, power, and the ability to dictate play. Eala brings confidence, movement, variety, and the hunger of a player still climbing toward the top. If Anisimova controls the rallies early, she could have the advantage. But if Eala survives the early pressure and starts finding her rhythm, this could become a completely different match. And that's why I wouldn't count Alex Eala out. She has already shown that she can compete when the pressure is high. The question is whether she can take the next step and turn that competitiveness into another major victory. So, tennis fans, what do you think? Alex Eala or Amanda Anisimova? Who wins this Cincinnati clash? Can Eala continue her incredible rise and shock another major WTA name? Or will Anisimova's experience and power prove too much? Let me know your prediction in the comments. And if you're supporting Alex Eala, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel because we're going to be following every major development from Cincinnati. From match previews and predictions to the biggest WTA stories, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Alex Eala's journey is only getting started, and the next chapter could be her biggest one yet. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.